It is NHL and NBA playoffs. We have Kentucky Derby coming up, and of course, we got Cinco Squad back in action. It's the trio back. We have been a while since we've been back in
Been a while.
studio. But, fellas, I'm going to get right to it right in the beginning. So, I was sitting there watching the game last night. Sabres lost in overtime. Heartbreaking to see Buffalo see the loss. And it rang my mind that I'm sitting in bed and I'm watching the game and I'm like, okay, I got to put my phone away because I don't want anything to give away. Because when you're streaming, you can get away with seeing the score before it ends, right? And so, what is one thing that you hate about watching games with other people, especially in that sense?
Well, you guys all hate watching games with me or being on the phone with me because I always say it like 15 seconds ahead because for some reason I live in the future, so they just hate me.
Yes.
Like anytime I'm in the picture,
that's how it
I
is.
just get the STFU all the time, and I'm like, guys, but like I'm in the future. Why are you in the past?
But like it's really annoying. It is. I don't know why you have to be like that. Like, why do you have to ruin it for everybody? Even if you know it, just shut up.
I don't know. On first glance, until you guys go, wait, you're ahead of me.
But don't you think like just stay off your phone? Like that's my biggest pet peeve is when someone is ahead of me and doing their score updates or doing their gambling or whatever, and they see what happens, and I'm into this game, and you tell me, I'm like, dude, that really just irritates the hell out of me.
And I know it does, so I actually enjoy doing it.
So, what is one thing that bothers you when you watch games with other people other than that?
People who don't know what's going on or know the game and they just keep asking questions, and I don't want to keep answering questions. Like, that kind of bugs me. I don't mind it if, obviously, it's someone like your girl or something and you're trying to teach them. But when it's like somebody who doesn't really know the sport and then they're almost just talking to be annoying and you just want to be left alone and, you know, I bet you a while you're probably going to snap. I just don't like being freaking commentator one-on-one. Let me take you and break you down.
Especially if it's a big game.
Yeah.
So if it's a regular season game, I'm okay with you asking questions because it's a regular season game. But if we're in a Super Bowl or if I'm in like an NHL Stanley Cup.
But that's when it happens.
But that's exactly when
people watch the big games only, right? So
my other biggest pet peeve, I guess I just am everyone annoys me pretty much. But my biggest pet peeve is when like you have your team in the Super Bowl and I hate having a Super Bowl party for that, but I mean, I'll have it with you guys, but the fact that someone's just doing it on purpose, that doesn't know sports, like you said, and want to get under your skin, it's like, what is your deal? Like, what is your problem? But I think my biggest pet peeve is when someone gives away the score update beforehand, and it like rang in my brain last night. Like, I thank God I'm not watching this game with Jamie because he would have already told me that Pasternak would have won the game. And I remember I was looking at Tina and I was like, "Hey, put our phones away," because she was on her phone, and I know she gets score updates from Buffalo. I'm like, "Put your phone down. I don't want to know what happens." So, not that she would have ruined it, but like it would have probably like been like shit. I would have saw her sunk down. I'm like, God damn, they lost. So, what is your biggest pet peeve? Or it can be something that you like watching games with people.
So, all of that are good points. My biggest pet peeve is it kind of goes hand in hand with the being around some people that don't know, and more people that don't care about the game necessarily. They're there for the party, not necessarily the game. And it's specifically when one of my favorite teams is playing. It's the ones that point out the obvious. Like, let's say they give up a goal and you're frustrated, right? Because it's your team and like you're losing or it's tied or whatever.
He's saying this because that's me.
Well, that's not.
I'm like, damn, bro. Like, he should have saved that. And he's just like,
no shit. I thought he was supposed to let it in.
Fumbled again.
Shut up.
You know what the best part about watching a game with Mike is last year when Saquon would just score a touchdown and I'd just be like,
didn't even say anything. Just looked at me.
Just look at him like, that's
well, eventually, by mid-season, it became, welcome.
I kind of get annoyed watching football with people that call it soccer.
Well,
you're watching soccer, is what you're saying.
Soccer. So let's go to that. How did soccer get its name?
We went through this. It was somehow it came from England of all places.
But like, how did it? If it's been called football everywhere and everyone gets so annoyed about it, then why did it become soccer?
I can't remember the specific story, but it happened somewhere like at Oxford or somewhere like that, where somebody like just made a gimmick name, almost like for shits and giggles, And then it caught on and went back to North America, and that's the only place that kept that as the known name for where everywhere else in the world calls it football or football.
I have the answer for you.
There we go.
Soccer originated in England in the 1880s as a slang abbreviation for association football to distinguish it from rugby football, which we know is just rugby. So they just shortened association football, which is soccer for us. And so it became soccer.
So that's still
Quite a
confusing.
mouthful to say, are we watching an association
Football match. Yeah. No, exactly. So we're right to call it soccer because it's shorter.
But football
So,
was the game.
I guess-
Association never need to be on top.
I guess that's like why I brought it up today because I'm sitting there thinking like, damn, I would hate to watch this game or any game. I would hate to watch the Eagles Super Bowl when they played the Chiefs with someone, and I'm sitting there watching what happens to, was it Bradbury?
Oh, yeah, James Bradbury.
James Bradbury. And someone be like, damn, he called a pass interference before the play even happened. I may or may not have hit them. I may have hit them.
Was that the worst moment in sports for you that you can remember?
No.
Which one's the worst for you?
No, because it was they were driving and they were in field goal range, so they were most likely
You had
going to
the
kick.
feeling. Right?
Yeah, they were going to kick a field goal regardless, right? But what that did is waste a lot of clock. Because now what they did is they took a knee, they drove it down to about 15 seconds, and then when they kicked it off, they kicked it straight up in the air, and when he caught it, we just had no time left. I don't know, worst moment in sports to watch? I don't know.
Mine's a tie.
Oh, I
Between-
mean, I know yours.
Well, that's one of them. So one of them's the Chris Jenkins shot against North Carolina, but that for me is tied with Alec Martinez's OT goal in Game 5 of the Stanley Cup Finals, which is the only Stanley Cup Finals I've ever.
That was in 2 years. That was the year after.
Yeah,
the year
yeah.
before.
2 years before. It was 2 years before. I got a year off of bad sports moments.
I know there has been one. Oh, it had to be in 2016 when Harbaugh's first year at Michigan. And it was fourth down or third down, whatever it was, and JT Barrett didn't get the first down, but Trey will argue till he's blue in the face that he got the first down, and we ended up losing that game. But it was his first or second year at
John,
Michigan.
what was the call? What was the call on the field, John? What was the call on the field?
I don't know. He kept saying no.
Suddenly Trey appears and he's
Mine was 20.
Walks through the door. I swear he was fucking.
I swear to you.
What if Trey just popped out though? That'd be crazy. I'd be like, "That brought you back, bro."
Really?
Mine was the 2015
Not gonna disparage JT
Final
Barrett.
Four when Kentucky was 38-0 and Frank Kaminsky and company played spoiler, and I watched us blow that game free throw by free throw while these two white dudes just balled all over Kentucky and spoiled my perfect season. Hated it. Broke a lighter, broke a chair, almost broke my foot. Hated it.
Yeah, I mean, there's probably been other moments that I'm just not thinking of, but I think that probably was a painful one. There's probably been a bunch, but I was just sitting there damn,
Oh, and when the Bucks were up 21 against the Colts and they came back and beat them in overtime, I kicked a chair into the roof and broke some tiles that time too.
you're a violent young man.
I was.
What?
So-
Gee, are you okay?
So
Yeah,
we had the NFL draft
I just
here
want to be a
last.
punter my whole life, you know.
So the NFL draft was last week, and honestly, going through the first round, number one, applause to the NFL and ESPN for hurrying that shit up. I went back and looked at our last 3 shows before that. It was 4.5, 5 hours, and we started right on time,
We had a set malfunction.
and it was
Needed
still
30 minutes.
There
to
was still 15
segue,
picks,
and there was
left.
3 picks that happened in between there.
I saw a graphic that showed Goodell's first draft as commissioner, which I believe was 2007, was 6.5 hours. This one was 2 hours, 52 minutes, 53 minutes.
It's great. It went by
Incredible.
fast. And you know what? I also think that every team, and people can argue about the Rams till they're blue in the face, but every team went after what they needed, and I don't think they overreached, and I don't think they waited too long to grab someone. I think it was a really good first-round draft.
I was
First
personally
round,
shocked
and then
that our pick came to us. Though. I was shocked our pick came to us.
Bain? Yeah.
yeah, I mean he
I get the off-field issues, but I'm surprised the Saints and the Dolphins passed on him. Maybe the Dolphins feel like if he stays in Miami, he's going to F things up hometown.
But the
Chances
Miami,
are-
But the Miami thing is like they weren't like that position away, right? You guys lost two pivotal pieces. That was Levante David and Mike Evans this year.
And that's what I'm saying. Like,
Losing them, right? So as we watched the picks in the first round, we had a bunch of different people coming out. So who would you choose to have announce your team's pick in the first round or whatever round it might be? But like, I think my opinion, as the draft gets more and more and more, you see more. This is going to sound bad English, but more cool. Mike, help me. ChatGPT.
More cool.
Can write my question?
Cooler people to see
as
announce
cool
picks.
as the other side of the pillow.
Yes.
Could you imagine if Mike was like,
searching. Cool.
So who would be the person you would pick for yours?
In true fashion, it would be Captain Jack Sparrow, because he'd come out and he would say, like, "Good evening, everybody."
Are you talking about Johnny Depp?
Like, Captain Jack Sparrow come out and he would say, "Good evening, everybody. I'm here to announce more rum, please."
And then he runs off the stage like he normally runs through the beach.
You haven't made the pick yet. More rum, please. Yeah, I think he would be hilarious if he came in character and played the whole drunken role with a bottle in his hand, true pirate style, truly representing the Buccaneers. I would lose my crap if that would happen. That would be awesome if they could ever pull that.
The conventional choice you think of as far as it was former players would be Eli. But I feel like I want to go. He has, and I feel like I want to go like a player that people don't like really remember. And I'm trying to think about it. I guess. You know what? Brandon Jacobs.
There we go.
I think Brandon Jacobs would be fun because he always played with a lot of energy, and he was a defensive end that decided to play running back. In fact, he apparently a few years ago, like 4 or 5 years ago, was thinking about trying to make a comeback into the NFL as a defensive end.
Which would have been fantastic.
Oh, I was like, the Giants better sign him now. They needed defensive ends at the time.
I would pick he's not alive, but I would pick Mickey Goldwell in the Rocky movie.
Oh, that's yeah.
Hey, rock.
But I would have Sylvester Stallone go out there and then do like a little skit of the draft and like do like a remake of it.
Yo, Mickey.
What the Eagles picking? What the Eagles picking, Mickey?
Rocky trying to pronounce the name.
What is it? Yeah. What is the line? I got something spit thunder. What is it?
Oh yeah, you gotta. You gotta like spit.
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta like spit thunder and crap lightning, something like that.
Yeah, I'd love to see them do like a little skit out there for the Eagles pick because obviously Rocky is iconic. Everyone wants to put their own away jerseys on his statue, so might as well have him do the pick. So
that'd be very fitting.
Yeah.
I mean, I personally like just do a little draft recap. I mean, I gave obviously my team the A+, and so did thousands of journalists out there across the nation. And everyone's just like, it's not fair, the Eagles. I'm like, dude, we're not even picking second. We're picking 20. We went back and then went up. We went to 20th and traded up and got a Lemon. And you know what's funny is I put down on a piece of paper before the draft. I said the 3 players I won was Lemon, Eli Stowers, and the 6'8 lineman or 6'9 lineman from Miami. Those are the 3 guys I said the Eagles need to go after. And check. I was like, all right, Howie.
Triple check.
So, Howie, if you're looking for someone, I got you. We're just going to keep AJ, though. We're going to keep AJ. So, like, do you agree with the grades your team's got?
Yes. Yeah, I think so. I think the Giants did a good job filling. I mean, they had a lot of positions of need, as we said throughout the show. But I think they did a good job not necessarily overreaching, not going for necessarily what the sexy pick would be, and just getting guys that filled the needs they had and would complement the team they're already building. Like Mauigoa, I was like, tackle, I guess right tackle, he could be the future right tackle. But then I read more about like what the thought was from those journalists and analysts across the country. And a lot of them were saying, he probably translates best as a guard which the weakest part of the Giants' O-line is right guard, so he fits in perfectly there. And if he ends up sliding to right tackle after Luminor,
It's all about where it fits in the offense. I mean,
Right.
Landon Dickerson I keep telling that to people. He was a center coming out of Bama and Florida State. So, and he played guard at Florida State. He was the center / guard at Alabama. He was mainly the center. So any of these offensive linemen can learn how to play a new position. You guys got a B+, and Jamie, they give you an A-.
Yeah, we went defense heavy, which we had to go. I feel like we didn't need to reach for the receiver, but hell, it's a third round pick. Who cares? We've seen a lot of guys come out of small schools recently, and this kid has upsides, and the kid can ball. So I'm actually happy with that last pick down there, just kind of going after a tight end who has some blocking ability, because that's what we really need. We need that blocking tight end because the position hasn't worked out for us, and we have so many talented receivers. Just bring that extra blocker in for us. Maybe a little too late for guard. I feel like we needed to go, a little early in the draft, get more talent there, and try and revamp our line because we've been injury riddled for years now, and it seems like it really showed in the second half of the season where Baker looked like an MVP and then he looked like a chump in the last half. So I thought we could have reached maybe a little bit higher, but we are good.
Yeah, you got my boy Josiah Trotter, Jeremiah Trotter's son.
got
Got
the
the Trotter trio in the NFL. So I was hoping that the Eagles would pick him up, get him and his brother in the secondary. Would have been sweet. But the Eagles got that freaking freak of an athlete.
Mammoth child, not even man child.
He's never played football. I swear, I was joking with someone at work
But you
today.
don't need to at his position.
But,
you don't need to know football. You just need to know.
I feel like he was just sitting there, and they're like, "Hey, you got drafted in the NFL. What's that?"
Oh no, they were prepping him for this.
I know.
The way he crushed the combine,
Bro, this dude's a monster. Who is it? Uriah Bernard.
Yeah.
The IPP program, dude.
International player.
6'4", 306, ran a 4.6 40.
Miles Garrett 2.0.
And Jordan Mailata was heavy on how he looking at him. He was saying he was so hyped, and I'm like, it's a late round pick. You're not wasting a lot, and how
like you like to say, let him just observe the game.
That's what they did with Mailata.
Let him just
they didn't
study
force
the
him.
game, observe the game, maybe throw him out there in preseason.
He's not going to be ready to play this year. So every Eagles fan
out preseason and just see what happens.
But every Eagles fan needs to relax.
He might freaking take somebody's head off right away, bro.
But it's a different position. Even if it is just bull rushing and stuff like that, you have to let this guy develop. And like you said, give him time. Mailata, we gave him time to develop. It was 3-4 years before he started. And then finally he became the all-pro tackle that he is. Give him time. Don't rush him. Give him 3 years, and then you'll see the true what you're hoping for out of him. But as we keep it rolling, we got the NHL and NBA playoffs.
Yeah.
We have a couple sweeps already in the NHL playoffs and the NBA playoffs, right?
Yes, sir. One sweep in both.
No, there's two.
Who else goes sweep?
Carolina, and then Colorado. Isn't there another sweep?
I don't think
The
Colorado.
Avalanche lost the game. I think Carolina is the only team that swept, and OKC is the only team that swept.
So OKC has been the talk of the team all year. So it's not surprising to see them do this. What team in the NBA playoffs is surprising you? You were like, damn.
It has to be the Magic. The Magic looked dead and gone, and everybody figured Charlotte's just going to run them off the court. And they freaking ran Charlotte off the court and showed everybody we can play bruise mouth basketball, and played Detroit-style basketball against Charlotte and is beating Detroit up at their own game.
Yeah.
But Detroit doesn't have a second scorer, so I'm not surprised by this. I told you guys I think they're one of the weaker number one seeds in a long time. They messed up by not going out to get a James Harden or somebody that can be a second scorer for them because it's not Tobias Harris.
Yeah. I think the team that's surprising me the most is probably the Atlanta Hawks. To see them compete against the Knicks and have this kind of series that they're having is pretty surprising after trading their best player to Washington. Now, they got a lot of good key pieces back. They have CJ McCollum in there.
Stud.
I think they're a team that are like, yeah, we're still a good team without our best player, which is a really cool feat. Obviously, I haven't watched a lot of the NBA playoffs, but watching a few moments of their games, I'm like, damn. Hawks
Did you see Stephen A. freak out about the fact that the Hawks might beat the Knicks? He went berserk. I haven't seen him lose his crap like that in a long time.
What?
Lost it, though.
You're telling me that Stephen A. Smith freaked out because the Knicks might lose?
No, but lost
So-
it this time.
so
This is
Jamie-
the Hawks, right?
So, Jamie, like with this being said, like with teams losing out on their best players and moving on from them, do you see this being like kind of what the NFL is doing, where they're kind of done with tanking, like the NBA and the NHL and everybody are they done with tanking? Because it seems like teams are like, no, we don't really want to tank. We have great players on this team. Let us try. Give us a chance and see what happens, you know?
Well, the NBA has to impose a way to make teams compete towards the end. And now they're going to do that with their 3-2-1 rule, where now they're letting the playing teams also be a part of the lotto, and they're expanding it to 16 teams. So that's going to be an experiment from 2007 to 2009.
They're expanding the plan.
16 lottery.
The lottery.
16
There you
Oh,
go.
lottery
that's
teams
good.
now.
So it's
Yeah.
like 1 through 6, like the
Right.
what playoff format is like that? It's like the NFL.
Yeah. So
No, not really, because they do 1 through 4 anyways.
The 10 and 9 or something like that are going to get 2 automatic. Like, let's say they lose out and they don't make the playoffs. They get 2 automatic balls. And then the teams in between them get 3. And you only get 1. They will penalize you if you're pulling players and you're intentionally tanking. If you're supposed to be at the top where you're getting 3 balls, they'll take 2 away and only give you 1. So they're basically saying we will take the chances of you getting that top pick down to less than 5% if we deem you doing it. And it's obvious if you're doing it because you're going to pull your starters in the 4th.
You know what they should do is like
2-year experiment. We'll see if it
so
works.
another thing they could do is like we want to hit them where it hurts. You take away some of their salary cap for the next season. So if you want to tank, go right ahead. But we're taking away, let's just say, $50 million we're deducting from your salary cap.
Mm-hmm.
So that means you have to remove players. You can't restructure contracts. You're basically stuck in a rut for a year.
Yep.
And if you do it again, now it's another year, and it just keeps going down by 50. So if you do it 2 years in a row, now we're down to 100. Now you're really pinching yourself. Yeah. So I think that will hurt the owners where – I mean, they'll never agree to that. Never agree to it.
But what they are going to do is, I think you automatically get disqualified from a top 5 pick as well. So you can't pick 1 through 5 if they think you're tanking. So you lose out on possibly the best 5
player.
potentials.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's the thought I had was I was not so sure about expanding it to 16, the lottery to 16. My idea was lower it down to only the top 3.
Wow.
And you can't be in the top 3 in consecutive seasons.
So that they're doing. You can't be in the top 3 for consecutive seasons.
Oh yeah. So I would take that part of it and lower the lottery down to just the top 3. Everyone else is seeded by their record.
Yeah, I mean, I think either way, we need to go to that format and to not talk about tanking. Like we need to go to a 1 through 16 in the NBA because. Not 1 through 16. I'm sorry. It needs to be 1 through 8 on each side. The top best, but that's how I think it is already, right? Isn't it how that is on the NBA?
It's 13 right now.
Huh?
The lottery picks stop at 13.
No.
What's that?
You're talking about for the playoffs, or are you talking about the lottery?
No, I'm talking about the lottery picks are expanding to more teams are going to be included in the lottery.
I thought we were talking about playoffs. My bad. I'm like, wait a minute. I thought they were talking about that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we beat this like a dead horse all the time about the tanking, and I don't know if there is really a solution other than hitting them where it hurts. And honestly, the commissioner should overrule on any type of owner decision on that because, look, it's not good for the game. Like to have a team like the 76ers, who are a 7 seed, compete with a Celtics team who was projected to sweep them. Is an awesome series. To watch the Raptors get back to the limelight and compete with Cleveland, it's a great thing for basketball. It makes me like I've been texting you guys like, hey, I'm not watching the NBA playoffs right now, but looking at the scores, looking at the highlights, it looks like great games. And you and Trey both are telling me, you're like, bro, like if you get a chance, tune in. But I've been watching the NHL playoffs. So again, if you have a top player and you get rid of them, don't just tank, just give your guys a chance, especially if they're close. If they're close, give them a chance to play,
You know what Adam Silver's ready to tell him? You see you? I don't want to hear you right now.
I mean, we got the NHL playoffs right now. The biggest talk has been officiating and calling penalties over the last few games I've been watching. Tampa with Boston and Buffalo, with a lot of games, Philadelphia and Pittsburgh. It just seems like the replay in the playoffs has not been too efficient You know, have you watched a lot of the playoffs?
I've watched not full games, but I've watched games from about halfway through, and I have seen a couple very questionable calls. My question to you is, what makes it so egregious this year compared to past years, where you're like, this is way too obvious and the officiating sucks?
I think they're just like they're not consistent with either letting them play or being way too strict. Like last game, I felt like every time Tampa or Montreal touched another guy, it was a penalty. It was 2 minutes. It was 2 minutes. It was 2 minutes. Now it's been a very physical series. It's been a very physical playoffs. These teams don't like each other. Obviously Montreal has that little chip on their shoulder from losing the finals a few years ago. So when it comes to that, I'm okay with chippiness in the playoffs, but it's got to be like more streamlined. I mean, we're calling like there'll be one time where like I think Darren Rash came over the top, like he basically just did this and like hit the guy in the arm. They call it 2 minute slash. It's like those ones are you're standing right there, you're not. But then you see one where someone like Kucherov gets cross checked into the boards, flies in the boards, gets hurt, ends up coming back on because he just has a stinger, and they don't do a major. And it's like, what are you doing right now? So
Basically, they're not calling the game as they should. It's
Yeah.
their ticky-tacky is inside. They're like penalizing you for that. But something that's obvious as a major penalty is you're letting them play.
What I am
where's
liking
the consistency is
what I am liking is the fact that they're not calling a lot of the big hits. Like hockey's a physical sport, and they're talking about he's left his feet and everything like that. Like no, the hits are shoulder to chest, and they're not to the head. So I like the fact that we're not calling a lot of stuff. But as we get into this weekend, we got a lot of great sports. We got NBA playoffs, we got the NHL playoffs, but we also have some horses coming around. Now I didn't come.
Yes, sir.
Now I didn't come to
Yes, sir.
bring this item with me because I forgot it. But the Kentucky Derby is this weekend, so that means all the funky hats.
I don't have my roses, but I do have a
And
little
at Single Squad, we messed with the hats. I would have my cowboy hat if I had it, but I don't.
I'm
so
shocked you didn't bring your cowboy hat.
it's in storage, so I can't. I didn't feel like going to get it.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna go with the cowboy hat.
So these gentlemen are going to bring out their derby hats and what they would wear. Mike would be sweating his ass off because he's wearing a damn Santa hat. So
Indeed.
reasoning behind your hats.
I got the hemp hat. It's hot outside. It holds the heat. It's comfortable. I can shape it into a cowboy hat if I want. I can shape it into a floppy hat. I could change my hat throughout the day. And I could fit flowers in the little holes too. So I am ready to rock in the Kentucky Derby. But Mikey, you got something else for us that's going to spice up the Derby, right?
Yes. Christmas is the best holiday. I always love Christmas time. They say Christmas in July. Well, we're going to have Christmas in May. And I am a big Yankees fan, so I have my Yankees Christmas hat. But
Yankees.
when it comes to the Kentucky Derby, it's always nice to bring out a little color. So we bring out the colorful Mardi Gras beads as well, combining the colorful and style of Mardi Gras with the wonderful time of Christmas and a little bit of New York Yankees. It's a perfect hat.
Well, I said screw it, and I'm going to, because the Bolts are still going to be playing, so I'm wearing my Bolts hat. Let's go, Bolts. Let's go, Bolts. Let's go, Bolts. So, yes, go Bolts. It's still hockey season.
Would you dare wear the hockey jersey to the Kentucky Derby?
No, I would have the flyest suit. I'd have a pinstripe white suit like Rick Pitino
That's what I'm talking about.
with a white tie, white vest,
Oh, you go all white?
all white, and then get it all muddy.
Sweat your ass off. You're going to look yellow by the end of the day.
Yo, that shit gonna be Ray Lewis is from the NFL Hall of Fame.
Gentlemen, I'm dying here, guys.
Yo, who said it was gonna be 90 here, yo? What the fuck? Yo, so which animal? So if we're not watching horses run the Kentucky Derby, which animal would you replace the horse with, Jamie?
So I've heard from the grapevine that hippos are kind of fast, but their speed is deceptive because they're always running out the water. So that resistance doesn't really give us a good taste of their speed. I can't imagine hippos at the start coming out the gates. And we'll talk about a rumbling, stumbling, coming out the gates, just seeing these mammoths of animals just coming out there, just beating on each other. Can you imagine a little jockey on top of that, too?
Ah!
Freaking scared for life. Eyeballs open wide, like they're going to snap me if I fall off of one of them right now. Yeah, hippos would be my choice.
I'm going to go with the traditional, and because he is my son, I'm going to go with the corgi
Hell
race.
yeah.
Where no one's on there, no one's riding on top of them, but we'll have Charlotte chasing him.
Would they chase a lead rabbit? Like, would corgis go after a
I don't know
rabbit?
what they go after.
You know,
but,
P would.
P would be
P
gone.
would be gone.
But yeah, I'm gonna go with corgi races, and then my dad will be our trainer because every time he watches ESPN, he turns out he's like, corgi races are on. I'm like, okay, Dad, I'm at the store, but okay, let me drop everything. Go watch this corgi races. So I would love to see Bubba and my little cannoli in a corgi race run around the track.
Who's getting that win?
Oh, it's cannoli. She's fast.
Fast.
She's quick. But it'd be funny to see the four dogs: cannoli, Bubba, Charlotte, and P-Ed running the race.
Put a rabbit out there, P is gone, bro.
All right, so let's dig up the track in this case, and I want to install a pool instead of just a track.
Oh, here we
the
go.
pool all the way around. Let's race some dolphins.
There we go. Can you imagine putting a GoPro on the dolphins and
it'd
you
be
have that
insane.
view, like from like a huge screen? That
Could
would
you
be
imagine
so
Mikey
cool.
on the back of the help me, please?
Advertise that.
Did we win?
We have a live interview right here with the jockey.
I got water up my nose.
Mike, close your mouth. Close your mouth.
And then I get told the thing that our grandparents always used to tell us: you're supposed to swim in the pool, not drink it.
That'd be fantastic.
That'd be funny.
I mean, I'm not for in Cajun dolphins and stuff.
So,
No.
are you gambling this weekend on the Kentucky Derby?
No.
Why? Do the trifecta with me. Put 50 down. 50 down with me.
Fair enough.
50 apiece. You want to get on?
Fair enough.
You actually have to do it. You can't just not do it.
It's $50, little rich.
You
for
can't
my
just
blood.
not do it.
I'm game. Stay tuned for our picks.
For a $150 bet, put in the comments who we should bet on for the
Who you got?
trifecta. I actually won the trifecta last year.
You did, but you only put like what, $1 on it?
Like $4. I won like 50
I know. Imagine if we had put the 50 on it.
or 150.
Time,
Yeah. So, looking into this weekend, we have a lot of big games. Probably a lot of game sevens.
Best games in sports.
Which one are you looking forward to the most, or who's big winners this week or weekend?
If Ant comes back, Nuggets Wolves game 7 is going to be fantastic. They've played some great games so far. They hate each other. It's a heated rivalry in the West. And we'll see if Jokic is the true MVP. And the Tampa Bay Lightning tie the game up. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Big win. Big dub. Let's go. Who is that? 17?
17. I have no idea. 17.
The place is going crazy right now.
Is
It's
James.
Hamas.
God damn it, James.
Hamas. Hey,
So,
it's kinda like chill.
we got, like you said, I'm looking forward to see if this game goes game 7. If it is, it's back in Tampa on Sunday night. This could really, what a shot.
That was beautiful.
What a wrister. Oh, yeah, top shelf there, boy. There you go.
There, bud.
I love a good top shelf shot.
Bing.
All right, what's your favorite noise in sports?
Oh, that's a good question.
When the net swishes so pure and
In,
the crowd is
in
quiet
a
enough.
in a silent crowd?
Oh,
yeah,
and that
that's
thing just makes it like echoes. It's beautiful.
Mine has to be when someone goes bar down. When you hear that ding boom in the net, it's like, yes, sir. You know you ripped it because you put it by the goaltender and it just goes ding boom in the net. I know Mike's.
Yeah, I would have to go when it's when the crowd's silent, but crack of the bat on a walk-off home run.
I was gonna say like when you hear like when you hear the pop in the mitt.
Yeah, that would probably be my second baseball one, but I don't know, it's the crack of the bat when everybody just before the pitch gets delivered, the whole crowd goes silent. They're like, on their feet, and then they just go quiet to hear it.
Yeah.
And then just the crowd, like
Not to be
what was it,
confused
Harper's?
with college baseballs.
Right, which is it's still a good sound, but the wood bat makes it much better Much better.
Yeah,
Sound.
those guys that like test the. I can't stop watching those videos.
Oh, like
the
The test the metal
bat,
bats.
like the
And he's just like crushing. I'm like,
the bat bros.
it's like 15 minutes long. I'm like, nice. I can watch it for hours. I'm like, he's
hey babe, can you go grab me another 6-pack? This is awesome.
just watching a guy hit a home run.
Now
So-
this is a drop 2.
So who's the biggest game you're looking forward to this weekend? And who's the biggest lock or this weekend for you?
So as far as
Damn it, Montreal just scored.
wow.
That was fast.
So as far as Game 7s go, I'm predicting right now, and I think the winner of this Game 7, I think Vegas Utah's going 7, and I think Utah's going to
So
win.
cool to see. It's so
First ever series, and they come out with a dub.
Yeah, I think they're
it's so
winning
cool to
Game
see
7.
these expansion teams go into the playoffs. I love that.
And they are an expansion team. Everybody online that's trying to argue with me, they are an expansion team.
Yeah,
I was not giving you misinformation when I told you.
Well, they aren't, and they aren't. They were bought by this Coyote. They were bought by the Utah owner, and he just moved them to. So it's technically an expansion removal.
But he didn't.
Removal.
He didn't, though. He bought so think of it like a business, right? He bought the assets of the company. He didn't buy the company. The company folded before any sale was made. They folded up. They ceased operations, the Coyotes, before they did anything, and then they just sold off assets. So it's an expansion team that's using, the way I described it, using
But he could have
stuff.
kept it in Phoenix, is what I'm saying. He could have kept it if he wanted to.
Yeah, but he would have had to start a new team.
Yeah, the Phoenix Coyotes.
He could have renamed them. He would have bought the name, but it would have been a completely different franchise.
Yeah, I guess. I get what you mean. I'm just saying he bought them and then moved them.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like a traditional expansion team that
It's-
got the expansion draft and completely started a new thing. They just bought the assets of the Coyotes and implemented them in a new team.
That's what I'm saying. So it's not really like it's like a half expansion.
Yeah,
Yeah, they just don't.
It's almost like the OKC taking over for Seattle.
correct.
Yeah, except for unlike that, the Mammoth claim no part of Phoenix's or Arizona's history.
Yeah.
They don't have any records. They don't have anything like that.
I don't think they do it for Seattle, do
I don't
they?
think they do either.
Yeah, for Seattle, no. They don't have Gary Payton in the rafters.
Yeah, I think they just let it be and they just moved on with OKC.
I thought they bought the history of Seattle too.
No.
Okay.
There's nothing in the rafters.
That's
for
why.
Seattle.
That's why they can go Seattle. Get
That's
the
it.
finals.
Right.
Yep.
So, all right. Well, we got a great weekend of sports, and we have a lot in store for Cinco Squad for the rest of 2026. Even though the NFL is done, sports aren't done. So make sure you guys are tuning in to all socials, and make sure you follow, subscribe, and let's get some more guests on. So make sure you shoot us a DM, let us know if you want to be on. So we'll check you here next week, next Wednesday. Make sure you tune in, 7:45.
Let's go Rays.
We'll see you later. Peace.